Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. Khamzat Chimaev, one of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again back on the proving ground tonight. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proving ground here tonight, putting his undefeated UFC Lightweight Championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away tonight.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hezbollah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hezbollah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev. And he finds himself in another big spot here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. All right, we send it back inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Khamzat Chimaev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so the UFC is back at the O2 Arena here in London, England. The adult beverages are flowing, and we're going to feed off this crowd tonight as usual here in the UK.
You know, a lot of times you sit next to the octagon, and because we wear these headphones, you can barely hear.
How about the judo toss there? Judo 101. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Chimaev's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied. Making all these shots count. Oh, well placed with the hammer fist there by Khamzat Chimaev. Nice strike from the bottom fighter there. Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job. Oh, nice. He gets in a single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent. Oh, nice. He's got some hands, man.
All right, so a high amplitude double leg takedown there. Now we'll see what he can do with it to try to advance position on the ground.
You knew that he was going to attack the double because he's such an explosive guy. He got it on the hip, finished the shot very quickly. Fantastic job.
And now is where things could get really interesting.
Nice strike lands from the bottom fighter. He passed the half guard.
Chimaev's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Good work from the top here by Khamzat Chimaev. Striking pretty well from the bottom here. A series of punches from the top here by Chimaev. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. All right, he's in a half guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. With his
All right, setting up for an armbar now. Oh, that looks wicked tight.
It's getting tight now, he's advancing. Oh yeah, it's a fight here. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Submission defense, he gets out.
In that moment, it looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an armbar.
Throw elbows there.
Under a minute to go.
Who wants some more?
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Islam Makhachev. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved it. I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Close guard.
Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Islam Makhachev. Horn sounds for the end of round one.
All right. Listen, breathe, relax. I need you to get out there and keep this fight on your feet. I want you to avoid that takedown.
All right, let's look back at some of the action in that round, DC. What a high-level display of offensive wrestling.
I mean, this is a joy for me to watch. I enjoy watching a guy maintain this level of wrestling for as long as he has done this. He is constantly in his opponent's face. He's constantly taking him down. Getting taken down and getting up is exhausting. Let's see how tired his opponent is at the start of the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. So with that, our next round is underway. It looked like maybe we wouldn't get here. There was a close attempt on a submission in the previous round, but the fighter lives to fight another round.
It was very, very close. If it's me and I'm his coach, I'm telling him, get right back to it. This time he will not be able to survive.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Chimaev going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. Lands with the ground and pound here.
That was a slick transition.
Pretty accurate there from bottom position.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Chimaev.
Well, he blocks the shot there.
Well, there's a takedown attempt. No surprise that he would go for it there, but unable to get the fight to the ground.
Whenever your opponent knows that you're going to try to take it down, you have to disguise it. He did not disguise it. He tried to just shoot a blind shot. It got defended as you would expect it to.
Nice job by him there to move into half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fight.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately. He needs to try to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Nice work, guys.
Makhachev's trying to get the triangle here. Let's see if he can close the show.
He's got the slow walk in.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man. Now he's going full mount. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has...
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight and try to finish his technique. Arm triangle getting very close. He's got to clear that guard, though, if he wants to find a finish.
Oh, he got out! Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Khamzat Chimaev getting work here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet.
Oh, right into mount. He's got to find a way back to his feet.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
And another strike from the top lands for him. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Free up your hips.
Let's work. I'm gonna
90 seconds now to go in round two.
Let's go, hammer fist.
He's got to be careful here.
Elbow.
Massive shot from the top. Great defense by this fighter.
Makhachev's back in full mount.
Make sure he stays high.
Under a minute now to go in this one.
Keep that top position and work your elbows.
Chimaev's in half guard now. Makhachev's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land in the top position. What a tight arm bar.
Finish it. Let's go, armbar.
This has got to be it.
No way, he got out.
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the arm bar. The fight looked done, but he loves to fight on.
In the can. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, back to the stools we go. Offensively, a lot to like from him, but on defense, he hasn't been able to stop anything tonight.
Yeah, it's got to be the whole game, though, Johnny. He's got to be willing and able to do everything. He's done a good job on the offensive side, but he has not defended well, and now he's dealing with that nasty cut. That cut is going to be an issue as the fight goes forward. He's got to change something.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Nice.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, beautiful level change.
Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for damage from the top to come now.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Islam Makhachev. Oh, he's got the arm in tight. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
There it is, now he's running out. He's got to start going now.
Hard. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount.
Now he's got a good body position, yo.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down.
Nice transition.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Islam Makhachev. Oh, nice combination of strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent, not unlike Muhammad Ali over Sonny Liston.
Oh, that is a good reference. If you're standing and your opponent's on the ground, you're doing really good work.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, he bails on the submission now.
Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major storyline. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be very careful and address it right now before it gets to the point that there's nothing you can do about it.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent.
Chimaev's going for a choke. Oh, looks like he's got the sub locked in.
That submission.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Well, that combination's going to leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Khamzat Chimaev. Under a minute to go in the round.
This is where he wants to be.
In the half guard.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Chimaev. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, feet on the hips here.
Oh, good defense, yes.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Islam Makhachev.
Scramble, scramble, scramble. Don't allow him to hold you down.
Ground and pound. The hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Hammer
hammer fist here by Khamzat Chimaev. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Ready. Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
You know what to do in this round.
Pretty good right hand. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Goes in and secures the takedown. Working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Khamzat Chimaev.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Chimaev ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count.
Win the scramble.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, how about that reversal by him there?
Work, guys, come on.
All right, close guard now.
Oh.
Good movement on the ground here defensively by Chimaev. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Now he's going full mount.
Makhachev's trying to lock up on a submission now.
What a tight armbar.
Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there. Oh, right in the mount. Oh, he's got to be careful there. Yep.
Let's go. Posture, heavy shot.
Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
Makhachev ground and pound from half guard now.
Kick him off.
Great shot from the top position.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you. You can attack guillotine. And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
Makhachev's back in full mount. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
Move those hips, get back to guard.
Just over 2 minutes now to go. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Lands with the ground and pound.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier. Changing the position.
Push up his head and posture.
All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guards.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Islam Makhachev. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his back. 10.
Nice transition. He's got him flat on his back.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4.
Stop.
Footwork going. Let's work those level changes. Let's work that footwork. Stay.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His striking was money in that previous round. Got to think he'll pick up where he left off.
All about the money. It was greenbacks, cash, dollar bills, y'all. Every single strike he landed was on point. It was accurate, and it was every time he let loose, he was able to land to great effect. Oh, right into mount. He's got to be careful here.
All right, take your time, relax, breathe. Move and relax for me. Gotta get out of there.
Takes his back. Makhachev's really pressing now, and he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Beautiful ground and pound. And it looks like he has a cut now.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Nice positional control here.
Kick him off.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Let's go.
Gotta be careful here.
So that cut continues to get more severe with every passing moment of the fight.
Every moment. You know, when you get cut in a fight, you expect for it to worsen because you're not going to not get hit anymore. Right now, he's got to do something to try to limit the damage. Otherwise, it's going to get real bad.
Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes on.
Oh, good ground and pound here. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Islam Makhachev.
And there you go, again, half guard.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing fun about it.
It's not fun. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You got to try and change it immediately because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make a decision, a determination as to what they're trying to accomplish, and then you try and counter them.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Islam Makhachev. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oh, back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
We go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by majority decision.
All right, so congratulations are in order for him. He gets it done by the narrowest of margins, majority decision. I thought maybe it was a draw, but two of the three judges thought he did enough to win.
And that's worth